Good morning, traders. It's Monday, July 21st, 2025, and we're coming off a weekend marked by new sanctions, shifting weather, and escalating regional tensions, shaping every facet of the cross-commodity landscape as we head into Q3. Oil markets are starting the week flat, with Brent near $69 and WTI holding just below $68. Traders are digesting the EU's latest sanctions package on Russia, aimed at tightening restrictions on oil flows and targeting India's key refiner of Russian crude. The Kremlin insists it can weather further sanctions, and Rosneft have openly criticized the measures as a threat to energy security in Asia. At the same time, rising Middle East output is offsetting any squeeze, while anticipation builds for new US tariffs on August the 1st. If you're running a long crude book, this is the week to roll exposure into short cycle prompt spreads and add out-of-the-money puts as insurance. The market is showing little premium, making optionality both relatively cheap and necessary for desks prepared to hedge sudden disruptions or diplomatic breakthroughs. In grains, the complex is under pressure, with Chicago corn futures sitting at multi-month lows, near $4.48 a bushel, and wheat at $5.22.5. A wave of fresh US planting and export flows have weighed prices, with the USDA's upcoming report expected to confirm record corn acreage. For now, a Midwest heatwave is keeping some weather premium alive, especially as August approaches, the core pod-filling window for soybeans. Funds are lightening positions ahead of month-end, while leading ag desks are deploying long short calendar spreads in corn and beans, and selectively selling out-of-the-money calls into event-driven volatility. If you're trading grains, position for mean reversion, as crop stress could be underappreciated and any snap in Chinese buying or biofuel policy would quickly ignite short covering. Metals are bid as macro uncertainty and policy actions drive positioning. Copper rebounded late last week, with LME futures closing up 1.2% and SHFE copper up 1.03% on Monday, supported by anticipated Chinese industrial policy and historically low exchange inventories. Aluminium rallied 1.27% in Shanghai and nearly 2% in London, as market participants anticipate further growth initiatives and watch for casting ingot volumes to manage inventory buildup. In this off-season, experienced desks are running cross-metal trades, leaning long copper and aluminium on Chinese policy, paired with tactical nickel shorts, as global tariffs and oversupply weigh on the latter. Arbitrage strategies between exchange futures and physical markets remain opportunistic, especially as Asian macro news breaks through. Geopolitically, a series of flashpoints continue to command trader attention. The EU formalized the 18th sanctions package targeting Russian energy and finance, directly impacting global crude flows and logistics. Iran and the E3 announced renewed nuclear talks set for this Friday in Istanbul, keeping both oil and gold markets alert for diplomacy risk. Taiwan completed its largest ever Hanquan military drills on July 18th, sharpening cross-strait risk premiums and prompting reassessments of Asian freight and trade exposures. And across the US Midwest, the latest weather bulletins point to another week of above-average temperatures, with isolated drought persistence in the northern plains. This combination is elevating local risk for row crops, especially into the crucial reproductive window. If you're trading oil, grains, or metals, this is a week where portfolio rotation, risk rebalancing, and agility will separate leading desks. Roll crude long into spreads, Run cross-commodity hedges to monetize disconnects and use real-time analytics to stay ahead as headlines break. With ENTRADE by Inuit, your trading risk and operations are brought into a single platform regardless of what commodity you trade, giving you the clarity and workflow edge to act with confidence and turn volatility into opportunity. If you would like to learn more about how ENTRADE works, reach out to me or visit inuit.com to request a demo.